Well, good morning. It is Monday morning. This is November, a month behind, November 10th. Just getting started for the day. I have to assume today is going to be all local day since, it's already light outside and I'm just starting. Heading down to deliver a few pallets here that I have on, and then I'm basically heading back to the yard to drop this trailer because I'm pulling another driver's personal trailer. So then I'll have to hook up to a company trailer. Probably from that point, just go preload something for tomorrow. Would be my guess. I could be wrong. I could do a local run in the middle there. Go deliver this, come back, drop the trailer, hook up to another trailer, go pick something up, run across Portland, deliver that. Then, who knows? But if I had to guess, I would guess that I'm gonna go deliver this, come back, drop this trailer, hook up to another trailer, go get loaded for tomorrow, and then be done. We'll see what happens. Other than that, I had a good weekend. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I edited and posted a whole lot of videos on, was that Saturday? I think that was Saturday. It must have been Saturday. Weekends go by really fast. So almost all of last week's videos were all posted on one day. So, a lot of new content, and that's how it might go sometimes. I mean, it's awful hard when, I have minimal time home, and I have no internet when I'm out in the truck, so I can't upload any videos when I'm out in the truck because I don't have internet. I like to stay, if it's at all possible, I like to sleep at my delivery, so there's generally not Wi-Fi. If I was staying at truck stops, there'd be Wi-Fi, but I don't do that. I like to stay at my delivery. So, when I stay out in the truck, obviously no videos going up. I don't spend a whole lot of nights out in the truck anyways, but for the nights I have spent out, I've done it both ways. Some nights I've edited my videos from that day and just had them ready to upload, so that once I am home or at an internet connection, all I have to do is upload it. And then other times it's like, well, whatever, I can't upload it anyways, so I'm not even gonna mess with it. I'm gonna watch a movie or, something. It also depends on how late it is. Like, if I get somewhere and I'm already pretty tired, I'm just gonna put on a TV show or a movie and go to sleep, or at least lay down. If it's early, if I get where I'm going at, 6 o'clock or something in the evening, and I've got, I'm not going to bed at 6 o'clock generally, so then I'll usually upload or transfer the files from the camera to the computer, put them all together, at least in one long video. I may not edit it any further than that, but I'll at least get it so it's one video that's ready to be trimmed down. Anyhow, the whole point with that was I posted a lot of videos this weekend. I posted my first, I think it was 3 of the, what did I call it? I called them trucker's view. Just looking out the windshield, that's it. No talking, just out the windshield with some music, whatever footage I may have recorded where it wasn't raining or wasn't sitting in traffic or whatever. I think I had 3 of them, but one of them was just way too short to be worth posting, so I think I deleted that one and only put 3 up. So I'll try to do more of those from time to time and see, as I start getting viewers, see what people prefer, and then I can gear stuff more towards that direction. But for now, it's just for me and my kids. We're the only people really watching it. There's one other viewer that's commented on a couple videos. I don't remember his name. Stretch 379 something. I don't remember it. So, probably the first real viewer for this trucking stuff. I mean, I had a few viewers before, just from like the supermoto stuff and go-kart racing and other videos that I had posted. I had a couple other subscribers, but as far as I know, that's my first trucking related subscriber, at least the first one that's commented on a couple things. So anyhow, I'm just gonna get down. I'm sure I'm gonna have to sit in some traffic here. I'm going across the 205 bridge instead of the I-5 bridge, which is good and bad, depending on the day. So we'll see what traffic's like over here today. Really, the place I'm delivering doesn't open for another 45 minutes, so if there was no traffic, it would only take, I don't know, 20 to 30 minutes to get there probably. So I've given myself a bit of extra time because I know there's going to be some traffic. So hopefully I can still be right on time to a tad early. This is a place where I have to park in the street and check in, so I probably won't. I don't like getting untied in the street. If I still have to actually move the vehicle in the street, I do it sometimes, but I prefer not to. So we'll see. It depends on if I'm early and how early, whether I'll actually pull any straps. But this one's kind of weird because you park in a two-way left turn lane, so there's not, you know, there's traffic on both sides of you. There's not very much traffic, but there's the possibilities there for something to go wrong. So I also try not to tie down in those situations. If I'm gonna tie down in the street, it would probably be off to one side, so that at least I only have one danger zone instead of both sides of the truck. But anyhow, gonna carry on. Like I said, I'm anticipating and kind of hoping this will be a short day. You will find out as soon as I find out what I'm doing next and whether it's going to be short or not. So, yeah, I'll be right back. Well, it's later in the day now, obviously. I'm preloading for tomorrow. I got unloaded the 5 pallets I had on this morning. Had to wait quite a while, but it's kind of like that when you're delivering like building supplies to a building supply place, right? They usually all start off the morning loading their trucks to get their trucks out and delivering, which makes sense. That's how they make money. And then it's Monday morning, so they had a bunch of customers showing up to, you know, pick up little extra stuff here and there or whatever. And so they got all their trucks out, and then they were trying to get, there was a line of us semis out there to unload. Fortunately, I was towards the front of that line, but it still took quite a while once they got their trucks loaded to kind of fight through the all the customers that kept showing up. But anyways, they finally got us out of there, or got me out of there anyways. I deadheaded back to the yard, dropped the other driver's trailer that I was pulling, hooked up to a step deck that I have now. You might be able to, probably not, so you might be able to see the tail end of it. It doesn't matter, it's an empty step deck. And now I'm down here in Portland waiting to get loaded with some 40-foot long steel tubing that I'm delivering down in Eugene tomorrow morning probably. I could go down there and deliver it today, maybe. It depends. I got to get loaded, tied down, and get tarped and all that. And then by then, I think they only receive till like 3 o'clock. It says 2 o'clock. No, wait. Yeah. They only receive till like 2 or 3, so there's probably no way I can make it down there today to Eugene. So I'll go down there in the morning, deliver. Then I deadhead from Eugene down to Medford, which is, I'm not sure, 2.5 hours or something south, where I'm picking up a one of those big snow tractor things. It's got 4 tracks on it. Cool thing. So I'm looking forward to that. That's an oversized. It's 10 foot wide. So anyways, I'll deadhead, like I said, down from Eugene to Medford, pick up the thing. Maybe if I remember, I'll take the camera out and get some footage of that tomorrow once I have it picked up. And then taking that up to Seattle to put it on a ship or something where it's going to go up to Alaska. I think that's its final destination is Alaska. I don't know. I just got to get it to the shipping company up there. So so tomorrow I'll go deliver in Eugene, go pick up in Medford, then I should be able to make it home, spend the night at home, get up early Wednesday, head up to Seattle, get that tractor thing offloaded, and then see what I'm doing from there. So that should be fun. Also, the kids don't have school tomorrow because of Veterans Day. So I'm trying to figure out. One of them asked if they could go to work with me Tuesday because they wouldn't have school. And I said, I don't know, we'll see what I'm doing, I don't know. So now that I know what I'm doing, I think I can take a kid with me, but another one of the kids I think would really, so the oldest girl who's not actually ours is it's my wife's little sister that we're raising. She asked if she could go with me Tuesday because she doesn't have school. I said I wasn't sure. Right, so now I know what I'm doing. I think my oldest son would really enjoy going along for the big tracked thing we're picking up. You know, that's probably, I think he would really enjoy that. I think a teenage girl, she's never gone in the truck with me, I think, you know, that's going to end up being a fairly long day. I mean, I think to just drive to Medford and back is probably no, it's not 5 hours each way, is it? It's probably like 9 hours of driving. It's probably like 4.5 hours down, 4.5 hours back, I would guess, depending. So it's probably 9 hours of drive time. So we'll just call it 10 since we're in a big truck. But I've got to untarp and unload one place and then go get loaded and tied down at another place. I mean, it'll be a 12, 13 hour day. I can't imagine a teenage girl having a whole lot of fun just sitting in a semi for that time. I mean, she doesn't have like a smartphone and she ain't playing around on mine. There won't be like internet access or anything going down the highway, so she's gonna have nothing to do but sit there and talk to me, which teenage girls don't want to talk to their guardians, right? It might be different if it's not your parent, I don't know. So I don't know. I'm kind of unsure what to do because she's the one that asked if she could go with me, but I think that my 6-year-old son would enjoy it a lot more, and then my 10-year-old daughter will probably be upset because she doesn't get to go. She's also the one that watches these the most, so sorry Bailey, you can see a bit of the contemplation going into deciding what to do. She used to ride with me in the semi when I drove here before every day for like almost a year. She was like 3 when she started going with me, and then she was 4 when we stopped. She rode in the semi every day. And it's been a long time now since she was 4 since she's rode in a semi with me. So my son went with me once in another truck semi recently. My daughter used to go all the time, like I said. My other son is only going on 4 months old. Actually, what's today? Today he's 4 months old. And then the oldest girl, like I said, is my wife's little sister. So the youngest and the oldest have never gone in a truck with me. My 10-year-old daughter's gone with me a whole bunch, every day for a long time. And my 6-year-old son has gone once. in a different truck. So I'd like to take my 10-year-old daughter because I'd like to spend the time with her. And that would be more about spending the time with her, so the load we're hauling doesn't really matter. But because of what I'm picking up in Medford, I really think that I should take my son, because I think he'd think that was super cool. So I'm kind of torn what to do. I sent my wife a message asking her what she thought. She hasn't got back to me yet, so I'd like to get her opinion on it because she's smarter than me, so she'll know what I should do. So anyhow, just sitting here waiting in line. One truck just pulled in as I kind of got into line, and then there's two more ahead of me, and then me. So I've never picked up at this door, really at this building. I've been to this place a bunch, but I've had to go somewhere else to actually get loaded. So I'm not sure how fast they usually are, but I've only been here, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes or something. I was here a couple minutes before I started recording, and then however long I've been recording. So hopefully it's not too much longer, and then I can get tied down, go hit the scale on the way out, and then then I have to like park in the street and tarp, and then go park it for the night and figure out what I'm doing as far as who's going with me and whatnot. So I've got some footage for a Trucker's View video today. I'll probably get a little bit more, so I might actually post this today. Really, if I get off early enough, this and a Trucker View video might get uploaded to YouTube today. We'll see. I don't know. I don't have any idea. I probably ought to go to the bank too. So I went and switched bank accounts. I set up a new bank account for a actual business account. I had a regular account for the business before, but now I set up an actual business account. And then they gave me a temporary like debit card, but it turned out all the temporary debit cards they had were expired. We didn't know that until I set up the PIN number for it. Like, they took me over to set up the PIN, and we set up the PIN, and then the thing said your card's expired. And so she went and looked through all the cards, and all their temporary business cards were expired. So anyways, then my actual card came in the mail. I didn't care about the temporary card. I just wanted it so that I could set up the PIN number, because once you set up your own PIN number with the temporary card, when your permanent card comes, it has the same PIN number. So that's the only reason I did it, is I didn't want to have to deal with the PIN number changing it later. So anyways, my actual card came. I tried to call and activate it using that PIN number. It said that it couldn't verify my info, so I tried to activate it online. It said it couldn't verify my info. Basically, I can't get the card activated. So I probably need to take that into the bank today if I get off early enough and have them fix it, because I want that card to work. Anyways, it is getting really hot. Obviously, you can tell the sun is shining right on me, and it's hot. It's actually not hot outside, but the sun's shining right on me. It's getting hot. Anyhow, I don't know what else to say. I can keep rambling, but there's no point in that. So maybe I'll record more later. Maybe I won't. You'll find out in just a second. Well, that was interesting. That took quite a while. So I got my load for tomorrow. Pretty sure I already told you about that. Delivering in Eugene, then deadheading down to Medford and picking up a big snow cat thing. So I got to my pickup nice and early. Had to wait a long time to get loaded. I don't even know how long. A long time. Finally they got me loaded, so I was all excited. Threw a couple straps on it. They tell you basically just throw a couple straps on it. And then you gotta go out to basically the front gate, and you scale it, and then
get your paperwork, and then you go out in the street, tie it down and tarp it. So threw a couple straps on, scaled it. It's pretty much right on gross, but was way overweight on the trailer. So because I have a step deck, they had to set everything back. I was worried about that, so had to loop back around and then wait a bit for them to move some stuff around. So they moved some stuff around, and so then I went out and scaled it, and it was still overweight, so I had to go back around and do it again. And finally we got it, at least so their scale says it's legal, but barely. I'm way under gross. I'm like 80,500, which I can haul 86. Not haul, I can be with my load and everything, 86. Like I said, I'm like 80,500, so I've got some room there, but I'm like 10.5 on my steers, which is way under. I'm like 31, I think, 30,000 on my drives, and the set of axles on the trailer, it's a spread, so I can be 20 and 20, which adds up to 40. I don't know what the individual weights are, so I might be overweight on one of those, but the total between the two is like 39.8 or 39.4. So like 19.7. If they're even, I'm like 19.7 on each axle. If they're not even, then I'm overweight on one of them. So it's close. Anyhow, so we finally got it, so it was close. Got out the street, got her tied down and tarped, and now I'm heading for the yard so I can go home. Still haven't decided if anybody's going with me tomorrow, and if so, then who, but I think I would like to take my 6-year-old son. I don't know if I said that already earlier, but I think he would really think the thing that we're picking up and bringing back is really cool. I think he would enjoy it the most. I think my daughter would enjoy the time with me, and I would enjoy the time with her, but we can do that with any load that I'm hauling. I think my son will enjoy the time too, but I think he'll really enjoy the thing we're picking up. So I think I'm leaning towards my oldest son, and not the teenager or my oldest daughter. I feel like that's confusing. It's gotta be. It is confusing because I have a child that's not our child, but she's more like a daughter to us than my wife's little sister, so it's weird to call her my wife's little sister, but she's not our daughter either. So the oldest child that resides in our house. So anyhow, that's it. Heading back to the yard. So that's it for the day. I'm parking this thing and going home. So we'll just see you tomorrow.